think coming into this camp, we talked a lot, and talked to you guys and the other coaches about a lot of experience at linebacker, a lot of returning guys. You know, the first 2 weeks, has it kind of proven that out? Have you gotten what you expected out of those guys?
I think so. We've got guys that have been around the system, and that's really by experience is what you're talking about. Guys that have heard the calls, guys that have heard the message, heard the rules, heard the techniques. So you're able to just go maybe to the next level faster. You know, it doesn't mean we're any better. We'll find that out when we kick the ball off when it's for real against Albany, but you're just able to move a little quicker in installs, and you're able to have a little bit higher level conversations rather than just being at the 101 level all the time. So it's been good.
Any position change is a staff decision, I'm sure. What is it that you guys saw in Chase that you thought might help him, have a little better chance to get on the field at D-end rather than linebacker?
I just think you're just trying to find the best 11. I think he's a big dude that can move, and you're seeing spread offenses, and those D-ends really to the field are like linebackers anyway on the snap. They're not getting blocked, they're getting read a lot. And so really he hasn't so much changed position, he's just changed techniques. Put his hand down, then he's going to stand up and be square on the snap and basically play stand-up linebacker. And again, he's got great pass rush knack, so you love that versus passes, and able just to send him and go. And so I think we saw his athleticism, we saw that he's a smart kid and can handle two positions, and I think Coach wanted to make the move.
One part of that is, okay, he seems like he can help at DN, but then there's the other part. I got to think there were guys in your group that gave you that comfort level, right, to feel like you could move a guy and still. So who made you feel comfortable with that move, I guess, at the linebacker spot?
Well, Elias Reynolds is playing well, and Quentin Virginis is playing well, and Salim Brightwell played there last year, so you always feel like you've got a safety net with him being able to go in if something would go really wrong, and he could come in there and get us into the right call and lead the defense. So I think we just feel good, again, about a lot of experience. That if we threw a guy in there that maybe doesn't necessarily play there all the time, that he could be, he could function and be efficient for us.
Who's, kind of that guy that you'd maybe throw in there if you don't have Adobu for some reason? Is there someone who's sort of standing out at the star position who think can do that? Is it a backup guy, or is it someone like Salim who's kind of been everywhere?
Yeah, right now Anthony McKee's backing up Sean and playing really well. He was most improved in the spring, and he continues to have a great, consistent camp. So right now he's kind of earned the right to back Sean up. And again, we still got, 8 practices or whatever there is to camp. So again, it's going to be about what happens to those 8, which we just talked about out on the field. We got 8 left. And tomorrow's going to be a huge step in our scrimmage to figuring out where we go from there.
What about the money spot? Who's kind of ahead in that battle between Brightwell and Zeiss, two guys who have played a ton in various times here?
Yeah, well, it's still pretty even. So we'll find out. And again, if no one wants to win it, we'll rotate. And again, I want to be able to play 5, 6 guys a game. So, those guys are competing and doing a great job. They're making my job really hard.
Bossy mentality, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Do Elijah and Salim playing both of those spots as much as they have over the past couple of years, does that make you rest a little easier, that if you do need to sub a guy, if you do miss a guy for a little while, like you've got experienced players who can cover pretty much any spot in the court?
Yeah, that's again, it goes back to the experience we already mentioned. It's guys that know what's going on in the intricate details. It gives you a lot of comfort, but again, knowing and having the experience of hearing the stuff is a lot different than executing. So that's what we're working right now, and the most consistent players that execute what we want are going to play. Again, it gives you comfort that they know, but now they still have to show it consistently that they can execute it. So we'll only find that out versus Albany, so we'll see.
You have all these experienced guys. What about those 3 redshirt freshmen? Any of those guys making you feel like, boy, I'd like to get them on the field too?
Yeah, they're pushing, and we got a lot of athletic guys. We've got a lot of players that are functional, athletically, can definitely play at this level. Again, where are they at mentally? Where are they at knowing our defense? Again, can we find a role for them? And so I think that stands true for all of our redshirt guys, probably at all positions. Again, Coach Narduzzi does such a great job of making this such an open competition at all positions. The best players are going to play. The most consistent players are going to play. So we are looking at all options, including all those guys at linebacker, true freshmen, redshirt freshmen. The best ones are going to play, and that may be game 6. Who comes on late, what happens. We've done that before, played guys late. So, every guy understands that they're competing for a job.